Hello everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode. I'm somewhere around Ruiru town, which is the fourth largest urban center in Kenya. Actually, it is way ahead of some cities like Eldoret and Kisumu, and that's according to the Kenyan Bureau of Statistics. I'll be telling you more about that. And today I want to take you to one of the satellite towns in Ruiru, which is a town by itself, and it goes by the name Kimbo. Of course, we'll be getting there in less than a minute. But currently I'm around a place called Kihunguro. I'm sure you can see the small town right in front. And Kihunguro is another satellite town in Ruiru area, just like our town of the day, Kimbo, and also one of the most populated neighborhoods in the area. Just take a look at the map briefly and get a glimpse of where we are. You can see we are not very far from Ruiru town. Actually, it's a walking distance. But let's not concentrate on that. We have a video on Ruiru town. It is actually on this channel. You can go and check it. Today we want to concentrate on Kimbo area after getting tens of requests from my fans. I don't know why, but I want to check it out and see what's up. So let's meet there in a second. Well, it is at this point we exit the highway. I can see our town of the day right in front. Quite a historic town, I tell you. Actually, it is home to one of the allied police units, Reke Squad. I'm told by the locals that guns are always blazing as the commandos train extensively. The town also has a modern shopping mall that goes by the name Spa Mall. Actually, it is right in front. You can see it on my left. It is also home to Nairobi's Institute of Business Studies, NIBS main campus. I'll be showing you in a few seconds, since the school has a lot to do with the establishment of the town. And also Kenyatta University's Ruiru campus is also in vicinity. That tells you that a majority of the people living in the town are youths who are actually students. And actually the college I was telling you about it's right on my left. And by the way, before getting here, I read an article by the Standard, which is one of the biggest newspapers in the country. And it said that the institution was established here in 2009 by its founder, one late Lizzie Wanyoike. Quite unfortunate, she did not make it out of 2004. And what really caught my attention is that she said she bought a 10-acre piece of land for 50 million Kenya shillings. Well, quick maths tells you that that's about 5 million per acre. Well, this is a crazy appreciation, as currently you can't get an acre of land here without a minimum of 30 million Kenya shillings. Well, I'll be telling you more about that in our real estate segment. But let's first get into the town center, which is on my left. In the meantime, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent. We are overwhelmed by your continued support, messages of goodwill, pure love, and continued subscription to the channel. And that reminds me, well, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly consider doing so. It's absolutely free, but means a lot to us. We also have a sister channel that goes by the name Kikuyu Traveling Media. You can also pass by there and show some love. Well, let's get back to the video, and it's a beautiful day here in Ruiru Kimbo. Actually, it is on a Sunday. A sunny day, as you can see, and I'm looking for a way to get into the town center and see what's up. We want to check how businesses are faring, the state of the infrastructure, that are the road, schools, electricity, just name them. We also want to see how the people live. Remember, this is one of the towns that have attracted a lot of homeowners especially in the 2010s. I'm told that the land was quite cheap in the early 2000s, with some plots going for as low as 30,000 and 50,000 Kenya shillings. But that dramatically changed after the completion of Thika Superhighway. We're going to see all that. You can see the town is well developed with a lot of apartments on almost every piece of plot. But the road is not that nice. Actually, it is quite dusty. And being on a January 2025, the situation is meant to escalate as we receive plenty of sunlight in the country. And so we have to move quite slow due to the bad status of the road. But on business-wise, we can say the sector is doing quite well. As you can see the kind of businesses that are opened. For example, you can see this one on my right. And that results from the fact that this is a highly populated area. And as we always say, the higher the population, the better the business environment. And actually that's quite easy to decode as the money revolves where there are a lot of people, as they will provide you with a ready market for whatever you are selling. I want to take a quick turn on my right. We want to see the other side of the town. We will also be visiting the residential area in a few. Quite unfortunate, we'll be facing the afternoon sun, but it's only for a few seconds. I know the shots are not quite clear. And remember I told you that Ruiru is the fourth largest urban center in the country. And I know that came as quite a shocker to some people. And that is because the town is not yet a city. Actually, the urban centers that are ahead of Ruiru are only Nairobi, Mombasa, and Nakuru. And that is not according to Mr. Lone Traveler. Don't come for my neck. I'm just a lonely old-timer doing the Lord's work. The ranking is according to the Kenyan Bureau of Statistics, where Nairobi City is ranked first, as I told you, with a total population of 4.3 million, followed closely by Mombasa with 1.2 million, and Nakuru comes third with 570,000 people. Now Ruiru comes fourth. I'll be giving you its detailed numbers in a few, and it is followed by Eldoret, which is currently the newest city in the country, with a total population of 475,000 people. That is as of 2019. Followed by Kisumu City, Kiambu, Kikuyu, and Thika towns, respectively. Well, according to the Kenyan Bureau of Statistics, Ruiru town as of 2019 had a total population of 371,111 people, where of those 180,947 were males, which is about 48.8% of the total population, while 190,144 were women, which is approximately 51.2% of the total population. Well, in terms of the intersex, there were only 20 people who identified as having both genders, which is a small number compared to the total population. In terms of the population density, there are 1,845 people living in a square kilometer here in Ruiru, which is also not bad. But one thing that really caught my attention as far as the total population is concerned is the annual population change. Well, currently the population in the area is increasing at a rate of 6.3% per year, which is quite a significant number for a small town which has not yet become a city. And this tells you that the town's numbers in the future will be chaotic. Well, I'll be giving you the historical population of the area in a few, which will help you to get the real picture of the town's population, and you will also be able to predict the future population, as it seems like the area's population has been increasing significantly since the 1970s. In the meantime, I want to turn around and see the other part of the town. This road definitely seems endless. Well, I can spot a well-manicured fence right on my left. It seems like the owner has taken a lot of resources and time to take care of his fence. It's quite beautiful. Let me turn around and focus on the left wing of the fence, and you'll tell me what you think. Well, we can all agree that this is quite something. This is one of the beauty of being a homeowner, as you can choose to be extra and be a little bit creative as the compound is yours. Well, this is the historical population of the area, and you can see that between 1969 and 1979, the population increased by a rate of only 2.6%. That is from 1,600 to 1,700 people. Well, you can see the population boomed between 1979 and 1989 as it grew with a rate of 1,257%, which is quite crazy, as it increased from 1,700 to 23,300. Well, I don't know what triggered that, because that seems like a mass migration. In fact, it was the turning point of Ruiru as far as population is concerned. As since then, things were never the same again. Well, I'm sure the old-timers and the students of history can tell us, and if you have a clue where the population boomed between 1989 and 1979, just tell us on the comment section below, and we'll appreciate. Well, in terms of the age distribution, 30.6% of the people in Ruiru are aged between 0 and 14, which tells you that they are basically school-going children. And for those aged 65 and above, the old-timers, there are only 4,562 out of the more than 400,000 people living here. Well, that's also a bit crazy, because it means that only 1.3% of people living here are aged 65 and above, meaning that the probability of randomly meeting an old-timer down in the street is almost next to zero. In fact, for the guys aged 90 and above are only 181. Well, history goes that the entire area of Ruiru was a sisal-growing district. That was back in the colonial era and up to the 80s. In fact, there are a lot of sisal plants around. If you choose to walk around, they just grow randomly, or maybe they are the remnant of the huge sisal plantations of the past, but currently the neighborhood is a housing area. History goes that before independence, the area was administered under the Nairobi City Council, and it was referred to as the Western Rural District. Well, after the country got independent, that is in 1963, the area was put under the administration of Kiambu County. Back then it was Kiambu County Council, before being elevated to a town council in 1986, and in 1997, Ruiru was upgraded to a municipality, which comprised 9 elective wards. In terms of the economy, well, the town is quite industrious, with several major factories such as Devki Steel Mills, Superform Limited, which is popular for manufacturing mattresses, Spinners and Spinners Garment Factory, Ruiru Mabati and Ruiru Feeds Limited, being located in the neighborhood. Well, the Tatu City, which is an industrial park by itself, is found within Ruiru, and it is home to many factories, including Bidco, Copia, and Dr. Mattress. Well, it seems like the mattress business is doing quite well in Ruiru. There are a lot of factory manufacturing foam. And it is also good to know that the Northland City is coming up, which is also in the neighborhood. Well, let me leave you at that. as I head to the scene city of Juja. But please continue watching the scenic video until the end. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent of Africa. Also consider liking the video so that it can be recommended to as many people as possible, and smash the notification bell so that every time we post, you will be among the first few people to be notified. Also, don't forget to write to us on the comment section below. Tell us, what do you think about Kimbo? Do you know the area? Have you ever lived here? Is it your hood? And if you have never been here, would you consider living here? Well, just keep the conversation going, and God bless. Thank you.